What's up, yo? This is your boy YouTube 287. What's going on? Yo, I got the 97 Psalm. I'm mad fly cause I'm a mad crazy guy, but I'm not insane in the brain, but I'm crazy in a good way. That's what I say. Hey, what's up today? So everybody, so what's going on? I got my Polar watch today. You see this? This measures your target zone, and I am my target zone, because it's accompanied by Polar, is 113 to 131. Now let me tell you something about exercising. A lot of people not educated about it. A lot of people don't know about it. A lot of people think they know about it. They go online, they watch a guy, and what ended up happening to me was that I ended up doing a deadlift, and I threw my whole back out. Of course, I didn't have the proper training, I didn't have the right form, because in my mind, as I was becoming so strong, what ended up happening was that my body said, no, 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 Christopher, no, 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 Christopher, no, 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 Christopher. And my back said, you know what, Chris, screw you. That's what my back said to me. And I was like this. I was like, oh my God, oh my God. So I was like that. And I had to go to the chiropractor. Thank God I got a chiropractor. And anybody wants a chiropractor, his name is Dr. Drobin. He's in Merrick, he's amazing. He has been adjusting me for, I don't know, I think 5-6 years now. Thank God I go to him. And the reason why chiropractic care, people go to a chiropractor and say, I tried it, and they stop going. It's called a adjustment. Now, what does that mean? The word adjust doesn't mean permanent, it means continue to be adjusted. Now, about chiropractic care, there's something that's unique about it. We have, well, let's say 90 billion cells, trillion cells that we grow from an embryo. And the first system to develop in the embryo, when the baby is developing in the fetus, is his central nervous system. That's why they call it central. So, the important thing is most people think chiropractic is just for the back. But let's say you have a light switch. Now you have a light switch and you have a dimmer on it. And you never turn it to full power because you're not getting the full power. Same thing with the spinal, because the spine has those nerves that come out, and then you have the bone, you have, here's the spine and the nerve comes out. So when you move around during your lifetime, you're crushing these nerves. And the chiropractor, what he does is he removes the interference of the nerves. Now, Dr. Drobin is just not any chiropractor. He actually has a certain way, a certain method that's very effective, and that works. All chiropractors are not created equal, just like all presidents are not created equal. Everyone has their own modality, their own specialty. Dr. Drobin is, in my humble opinion, an amazing chiropractor. Amazing. And I'm forever grateful that I can go and get adjusted, because, like I said, adjustment is just not about the back. It's about relieving the pressure off the nerves so the body and the brain can communicate correctly. Your heart, right now I'm exercising, my heart is beating involuntary. I'm not even thinking about it. And my brain says, okay, let's have the heart beat. We only think that we are thinking. There's two nervous systems. There's one called the autonomic, which is automative. It's autonomic. We don't have control over it. Do I have control over my heart that it's actually beating? No, I don't. I can't say stop heart, stop heart, stop heart. I can't say that. Can't say that. Do I have control over my breathing since I'm breathing? No, I don't. What, stop breathing? Doesn't work like that. So we have this automated nervous system. And we have a different nervous system through sensory, touch, feel, and everything. And I got into an accident when I was 18. My back went like this when I got hit from behind. And so my lumbar, my lower back, some of the nerves got crushed. And my left leg was going numb. I remember going to this neurologist, and he said to me, well, we can give you Novocaine patches. Geez, Novocaine patches since my leg's feeling numb already. I don't think so. I thought that was not the best approach for me, because Western medicine tends to cover up the symptom and not deal with the cause issue. As chiropractic, it deals with the core issue, because coming back to the center, right? Namaste. Center, central nervous system. Central. Center, central. So we are electricity that flows in our body. This is what we have. We have electricity. Our synapses have electricity in the brain. If we do not get them correctly established and adjusted, we are going to have further problems and health problems. Lung, stomach, eyesight, can't see, asthma. There's people that went to chiropractic care and their asthma went away just because the chiropractor removed, and when the nerves are crushed, it's called subluxation, and the nerves and that part got freed up, and the miracle that happened is that no more asthma. The first adjustment who created chiropractor was Dr. Palmer, and the person that was deaf, he could hear again. So my point is, it's so important to get adjusted. Now let's take adjusting to not only on a physical level, but let's take it to an emotional level. Let's take it to a step above. Now, what does it mean to get adjusted to life? Or can you adjust yourself to life, or will life adjust you? So here's what we think. Here's what I think. I think we have both. I'm going to give you an example. I dated a narcissist, okay? She was extremely self-centered, rigid, but underneath that, see, narcissists, they build this self, because here's their core personality, right? The beauty, the magnificent, the gentleness, the meekness, the compassion, but they put on top of it another personality. And when that personality is threatened, they'll make it feel like it's your fault. They make it feel like you're wrong. And it's like, and they won't be vulnerable with you because they'll hold, not even anger, not anger, but and they don't even have empathy. Like, I remember she would just like verbally abuse me and not even saying sorry, saying you deserved it. That's that's no empathy. This is what empathy is: putting yourself in someone else's shoes. There's a difference between empathy and sympathy. Sympathy is understanding intellectually on a level. I could see that. Empathy is literally putting yourself in that person's shoe and be like, I got it. That's the difference. A lot of people don't do empathy, they do sympathy. But there's a difference between a narcissist and someone that just does, empathy, sympathy. The difference is the narcissist cannot empathize. They're, how shall I say, emotionally blocked because they built this thing around themselves. She has said to me, the last conversation I had with her, this is what she said. If we're gonna, because I talked about moving in, and she said, you gotta take care of me. If I'm in need, you can't give me. Let me tell you something. We're two adults. I take care of myself, you take care of yourself. What we decide to share And when we communicate what we want to share is a distinction. But to actually make a statement that I'm responsible for you is really fucked up. And I'm going to tell you why it's fucked up. We live in a culture that we expect the government to take care of us. We expect our parents to take care of us. We expect these people, things, situations, social environment to take care of us. But what happens if that social environment is skewed, distorted, not fully lived authentically, and the passion of the authenticity of the individual of itself to be loving, compassionate, and understanding? Because I could be sympathetic, but not understanding. It's so much more when you can connect with a person heart by heart and empathize with that heart. Because that is the true essence of the soul. But so many people miss that because, well, lots of reasons. They gotta get a job, they gotta do this, they gotta do that. Always something, right? Always something that we're chasing. I made another video that talked about consumer. We consume. We are driven to be a very self-centered society. And unfortunately, things get crumbled. Things get dismangled. Things get really fucked up. And it's our job as people to think, how can we make more of a community? But more than that, how can I change my own life? How can I change my own response? Because we talk about adjusting, coming back to this point. How can I adjust myself to life? So here, I'll tell you something. So what did I decide to do with the narcissist? Well, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Most people would say to me watching this, well, Christopher, just leave her. Yeah, obviously, intellectually, just leave her. But you're not coming from a heart-to-heart place. If you're listening from a place of just giving me advice and saying, well, Christopher, just move on. It's fucking obvious, no shit. But we have the emotions, right? Perfect example. Ask somebody that's codependent, that they're so attached to another human being, to say, oh, you should break up. Oh, you should leave. Oh, you're kidding me. There's one thing that we don't realize in life. We are powerless over other people's decisions and reactions. And the only reason why we think we have power is because we watch a movie. I'll give you an example. The news. Today I saw the news. You know what the news said? A shooter in Amityville killed so and so many people. They didn't even identify the shooter as a human being. We as humans are filled with fear, and what happens with fear is it gets distorted, and this is what society is trying to do to us. I ride my bicycle, okay? I had a conversation with one of my parents, and they said to me, you know, can you just let us know? And sometimes I don't think about letting to know where I'm at. But here's the thing. They brought to my attention, this is what they said to me, well, in the news, we hear of people getting hit on bicycles all the time. Okay, that being said, that's part of the news. That's part, because their comment was, well, that's reality. No. That's part of reality. Think about how many people drive their car. Think how many people can literally get killed. Just think about that. Think how many people can text and then forget to look up and then somebody dies. Think about that. But then also think about the times that people don't get into an accident, that people don't get hit on the bicycle. We are so focused on the negative in this society that it robs us from the very essence of happiness. It truly is. We as people make up these stories, these lies, these perceptions that are so false that we of the people think that our perceptions are right. Meanwhile, they're skewed, and not reality. Because let me tell you about reality. Reality is what you want to make in your life. In your life, it's what you want to make for you. Nobody else. I was at this place picking up food the other day, and there's this lady that I used to teach lessons with. And I approached her, I said, "Hi, how you doing? You know, are you still singing?" And she said, "No." And I said, "What happened?" Folks, we're going to have parents in our lives trying to tell us to be this way, trying to tell us to live this way, trying to tell us that this is not a good idea, this is a bad idea, trying to tell us we are, how shall I say, we are so influenced with other people's opinion that we lose our very own voice. I say, wake up. When is your time? When is it going to be your time? When is it going to be for you that you're actually going to say, you know what? Holy shit, I've been asleep for 24, 36, 58, 60, 70 years of my life, and all of a sudden, I'm completely dumbfounded that my life is not the way I want it. Folks, I'm going to give you, not even emotional, here's a spiritual quote. Ask and you shall receive. Now, that's from the Bible. Now, basic instructions, right? BI, basic instructions before leaving Earth. BIBLE, basic instructions before leaving Earth. And that before is definitely before, because a lot of people live a long time on this planet. Now, I'm not saying to read the Bible, but what I am saying, it's basic. What I am saying, it's basic, and the basic idea is ask, you shall receive. Behold, I am with you. Now, what is this really talking? Behold, I am with you. With you. For I dwell in the Father, and the Father dwells in me. For we are one. What is this really talking about? I'm going to take this a step further. We are God. The bottom line is we are God. And we're not God in a way that I'm better than you, you're better than me, somebody else is better than me, there's no competition. We come from this one source, this one energy, this one glorious, sinless soul, energy, whatever you want to call it. And all of a sudden, we get all this mixture of garbage. And the thing is how are we going to take that garbage and how are we going to not only recycle it, no, fuck recycling, but how are we going to get rid of it? This is the path, this is the journey that we are on for life, because it gives us an opportunity in life to, how shall I say, not only to ask yourself, how can I not continue in this way? How can I not be like this? Because the questions we got to ask ourselves is, do I want to continue the life I'm living? And if the answer is no, then it's our job as individuals to come up with answers how not to live this way. Why go through life being miserable? Why go through life being sad? Why go through life being angry? We have a choice what we want to do in life. You know, the greatest gift that God gave us is free will. And free will is really free. And it is a choice. And we always always have a choice. So I come back to this question about adjusting and getting adjusted and having these adjustments and having these moments of adjusting in life. How are we going to adjust? How are we going to grab life and say, okay, I'm going to adjust myself in this situation so I can learn, right? I'm going to slow down here because I'm done exercising. But the thing is, yeah, thank God I sweated. The thing is how, see, I'll even talk about my weight. See, for whatever reason I gained weight, and there's a difference. There's a difference between burning fat calories and calories. There is a difference. And I literally burned 20 minutes of pure fat calories. Nothing else but fat calories. Now, that's what that means. So, the thing is I was starting to gain weight. And I was saying to myself, geez, I'm gaining weight. And again, the question is, what am I going to do? How am I going to adjust? This question that I want you to think about is, how are you going to adjust so you can make yourself better? And I'm not talking about adjusting to situations. I'm talking about adjusting your inner beliefs, your inner... That's what I'm basically talking about. I'm going to move this camera, guys. I hope you don't. All right. I'm talking about how to adjust. Let me tell you something. If you don't like this video that I bounced up and down and exercising, then don't watch it. This is 22 minutes long of wisdom I'm sharing. And it's important. And if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. But let me tell you something. You have the power to change your life. But anger and fear blocks you. And how does somebody remove that or get that removed? Well, there's a couple of ways. For me, I've done the 12 steps. Okay, I've done that. I've gone to certain therapies. I've gone to certain spiritual practices. It is possible. It's possible to detach yourself from these beliefs that we were brought up and this garbage that we were told. And then it's our responsibility and it's our job to understand, it's our job to understand how to make it better for us. Because when you make it better for yourself, you make it better for others. And that's the truth, man. So God bless. Peace.